Hey guys, this is Ethan with EMG Customs. Basically today is the, we're just letting the headliner stuff dry for now. Headliner's actually over there. While we're gonna let that dry, we're actually gonna make a different video, and we're going to do basically a short throw shifter. We're gonna see how that goes. We got a few things that we gotta take apart here. We gotta take this piece off right here. Once we've taken that off, the e-brake is already pulled, the gear shifter's in neutral. We'll be able to take out this whole center console portion, and then we can go from there. So first we're gonna pull off the gear shifter. Mine is aftermarket, so it's different threading. Once we have that off, we'll set that to the side. We're going to start pulling these tabs off, which, there we go. Should be easier to go from the bottom to the top. In this case, top to bottom. So we're going to set that off to the side now as well. Okay, and then I already have all the bolts taken out of mine from another project I did earlier. So we should be able to slide that off. We're just going to set that in the back. Okay, so that's still in neutral. This is pulled still. Okay. Now basically this is what we're seeing. We have 4 bolts here, one on that side, one right here. We're going to take those off, and then once we have those off, we're going to pull this whole boot off and start taking apart the internals of the shifter to get this off. Okay, so once you get all 4 of these bolts out, you're going to take this cover, pull it off of here. That's going to reveal these 2 bolts right here, 2 bolts on the other side, and then there's going to be 2 up here that you can't see. And that is where this comes into play, because right here you can see how far up those bolts actually are. You can see the 4 that you can see down here. This is going to be the short throw shifter that we're installing, by the way. So this is about to go into there, and I will get back to you guys as soon as this is removed, or at least the bolts are out, and then we'll take them from there. Okay, so some time has elapsed. I've taken the old shifter out, and this one is just like completely chewed up at this point. So that's now out. We got these little boots out of there, which are chewed up as well, so it's good that we're replacing that while we're doing it. And then basically we have this one in now. Put 2 bolts here to test it, but now we have to go back underneath the car to actually reach the bolts way up under here and put those on. For that, you're gonna have to take off the trans mount, or at least loosen a bit like I did, and drop the tranny down a little bit, and then that'll give you enough wiggle room to take care of that. So as soon as I get those up in there, tighten down, we'll basically test this out and see how it is. So I will see you then. Okay, so basically for these front 2 bolts here, you're gonna have to go underneath the car. You're gonna have to loosen up these 2 bolts and these 2 bolts on the other side. This is for the trans mount. You just have to let it sag a little bit. I have about maybe a 1/4 inch of space here. But you let that sag so you can get those bolts out, because they're a little bit too long, especially this right front one. That's going to be longer than the other ones. Just to hold it in place. It is the same on the left rear most bolt as well. Alright guys, now that we have actually finished putting the short throw shifter in, we've tightened down all the bolts. They're all good now. There was a gasket already on here that I just reused. I might have to replace that later, but I'm not really concerned about that at the moment. I put this on for my aftermarket shift knob that I have. But other than that, it works very well. I've tested it, I've tried it out, made sure it worked. Now that I have that on, basically I'm going to put the boot back on, bolt that back up, and start throwing the interior back together. Once I have that all back together, or at least close, I'll keep you guys updated and let you guys know what else is going on. Till then, I'm gonna try to jet through this real quick because I'm stuck at the shop late, so I'm gonna take care of this, then I'll be back. What is up, you guys? We're back. Basically we are reviewing the short throw shifter that I've installed. So far it's been about a week since I've installed it, and it works a lot better than the stock one. For instance, I have no problems getting to first. I have no problems getting into reverse. The old one wouldn't go back to center like this one does, so it's a lot nicer having this actually work like it's supposed to, not just flopping over like it did before. So basically we're just going to run through the gears real quick, and we're going to go from there and just basically show off how it works now. Alright, so right now we're in a neighborhood, so we're probably only going to get up to second, but we are going to get out of here, and then we're going to actually hopefully get up to fourth or fifth. Alright guys, so we're going to go all the way up to fifth on this run, see how it works. So that's a run with the new short throw shifter in. So a lot nicer than it was before, and I can actually, you know, drive the car, which is nice. Beforehand it was just, it's very touchy on if you could get into a gear or not. So it's a hard mounted shifter, so you're going to hear everything that your trans is doing on the inside, on the outside. So it is a little bit noisier than stock, but it's also got